Good morning, and welcome to Thursday, the 9th of April. All right, wait for it to do its thing. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we have the moon in Capricorn. It is at 5 degrees of Capricorn. So, we've got the type of day which we can achieve things if we put our minds to it, because Saturn is only making a connection to the south node. All right, so even though we want to do things and plan and achieve discipline, responsibility, rewards for effort provided, consistency, Saturn is only making a connection to the south node, which is all about doors closing, about releasing these things that no longer serve you. And so I was just watching Kathy and she pulled a card and it was about rebirth, and I completely agree. What we're doing right now is acknowledging things so that we can come back from, so we can have these phoenix moments. And I agree completely that every single moment is an opportunity for you to do better or for you to choose differently. So, your life, it's your life, all right? So you are solely responsible for your life, unless of course you are still under the care of someone and they have influence in your life, but still you have words, you have thoughts, and you have the ability to convey your desires to others. So Saturn, all right, Capricorn moon. All right, so now yesterday I was telling you that the sun is coming up to conjunct Chiron, all right? That's only like, the sun's at 19, Chiron is currently at 26, so that's in 7 days. So it's only growing, all right? So, if you are making plans to have a rebirth, then, what needs to be said, done, put into place, like all of those type of things. All right, so now I will quickly read the words. So it feels like you know what is coming, all right? Now, yesterday I was talking about that, this last degree of Mars in Pisces and this potentially, I'm going to say stoicism because it's Capricorn moon, but I also mean that inner strength, that spiritual connection that you have with the collective and your own spirituality, that, once you find that pillar of strength within you and you can come back to that point often, you're like, this is my anchor. All right, so this is when you gather yourself together, take a deep breath and steel your resolve. This is anchoring, acting on your values and planning for a beneficial outcome. Prepare for the beginning of your own personal crusade. All right, so now Saturn is at 6, Neptune is still at 2 of Aries, but this Aries traffic jam that we're coming up upon, even that's a good way to describe it, because there's going to be frustration. There's going to be people wanting to forge ahead when the road is closed, or not so much the road is closed, but there's traffic in the way. You can't go anywhere. You have to come back and be patient within yourself. Now, so yes, tomorrow at 5:30 a.m., 5:36 a.m., Mars moves into Aries. However, it's still conjunct Neptune for another 3 days after that. So we've got that connection and warrior on the front line energy. However, it's still listening to its spiritual advisor as such. I've used this analogy quite a little bit, that like in the Arthurian tales, the warrior has to go first meet with the king and the priest to get its blessings and its word when you are told what you have to do. Oh my God, okay. Someone's yelling it out to me. Your plans, yeah, you know what I mean. The tactics, I seriously can't. All right, somebody tell me what I'm trying to say, because I can't think of it. All right, so there's all of that. I'll click the button to see if anybody did yell it out to me. Good morning, Helen. Good morning, DG. Hello, Susan. Good morning, Karen. Hello, Louise. When you go and get your plans, can someone tell me what word that is? You see your spiritual advisor, then you see your leader, and he tells you what to do. All right, that's it. Okay, so now let's have a look at the moon for the day and what the moon is doing. All right, so first of all, it is trine Venus in Taurus at 10 a.m. So this is lovely. I feel like this is also the grounded stability and acting with love or acting with compassion, because Venus in Taurus is, it's lovely. Again, she will still fight for her values. But that trine, so an easy flow. So if you can connect in with what is valuable to you and be willing to share that with others, then I think these plans will be solidified somewhat. Again, it's about communicating your needs and your comfort, security, and values to people so that the expectations are clear. All right, now 11 a.m. Oh, actually, sorry, that was 10 p.m. So that means that it's going all day, which is even better. All right, so Moon trine Venus all day. Beautiful. All right, now we have Moon square Saturn at 11 a.m. All right, so this is where there might be a little bit of resistance, remembering that Saturn is only talking to the South Node. All right, so this could be the tension that comes about when you realize what the hard work might entail. And, being responsible and cognitive maturity. That's a good one. I like that one. It popped in. Yeah, like a cognitive maturity to know what it is that needs to be done. All right, so that's 11 a.m. Now, 2 p.m., there is a sextile to the North Node. Beautiful. All right, there is an opportunity to find your path, but at the same time, there is a trine to the South Node. So there is an easier flow to let go. And then, with all of that sort of awareness, there is an opportunity for you to start to make those gains in the path forward. All right, and then after 4 p.m., an opposition to Jupiter starts. All right, so an opposition to Jupiter in Cancer with the moon in Capricorn. I don't know, again, it might highlight patterns of behavior that you have always had, because this is a period of rebirth and change and trying to, get down a path or an experience that you may not have that much experience in. It really is just paying attention with compassion, trying to do the job anyway, and just continue to move. All right, that's pretty much it. Like I said, next week, Sun Chiron, we are ultimately becoming more aware of ourselves as an individual. There's that Sun in Aries, but in the lead up, we're also becoming aware of what it is that has hurt us and given us the opportunity to heal and master. All right, remember, Chiron is also a master of its art and craft. So, and everything that has happened thus far is only reinforcing the gifts, those qualities that you can then share when you do become, the older, wiser person. Any Chiron connection, you can have a Sun Chiron, like maybe Chiron going over a personal planet in your early years, and have hard things that ultimately really do help you later in life, because been there, done that, survived on I Thrive. All right, Mercury conjunct Mars. All right, so we still have Mercury in Pisces. He is now at 2153. So today he's going to leave shadow. I know that there has been a little bit of Mercury retrograde-esque type energy around, but that is also because we do have massive solar flares earthbound from some X-class flares from the sun the day before morning. So it takes about 36 to 48 hours to get here, and we're sort of experiencing that sort of stuff. So I'm sure that there is aurora, however we have clouds, so Mars, Mercury conjunct Mars at 22 degrees, Mars at 29. Mars can be quite frustrated today if he's not able to express what it is he is believing to be true. Again, Mercury in Pisces, it could be a little bit of confusion or not enough clarity. Not like me going, what's that word? Like I can't, that type of thing. It's like think twice before you speak. So you can either be sure of what you want to say, or you're not saying the wrong thing out of frustration. All right, Venus sextile Jupiter, lovely. So even though even though all of this stuff is going on, the two benefics are making it an aspect that gives you the opportunity to work with compassion, love. How do I give and receive love? What was I taught? You know what I mean? Like, everybody's just got that grandmother vibe, like there is this compassion to, I'm looking at a pile of hand knitted stuff over there, and I'm just feeling that Nana vibe, the wisdom to go, it's okay, dear, have a scone. But, just to know that, plenty of generations have survived before us, and yes, our experiences can hurt us in this moment, however, they will pass. So yeah, Mars coming up to conjunct Saturn. This is going to be interesting. And also, like I said, on the 13th, Mars conjuncts Neptune. Now, the Mars-Saturn, that's a little bit hectic. That's just coming. So here I am again going, look, I think the courtroom analogy stands. All right, when you are honest about who you are, what you're trying to say, and you know that eventually truth and goodness will prevail, you can sit back and watch a courtroom drama unfold and not necessarily get that engaged in it, that it is, giving you high blood pressure or, and remembering Mars, all the Aries. We want to watch our blood pressure because Mars is also blood. Like I was saying yesterday, headaches, adrenal fatigue, overheating, inflammation, and that's just what's happening, guys. So all the things that you can do to mitigate those are in your court, and you have toolboxes that you have used for years, so grab them out. All right, and yeah, Jupiter's not making any connections, and like I said, Saturn is doing the South Node stuff, and that's only like 1 degree away. Let me have a look. It is 1.5 degrees away. So that's not even going to be that long before there we go. It is the 19th of April that we have that Saturn South Node. I like it, but, it's a hard adjustment because, that South Node in Virgo is very earthy, analytical, data-driven, service to yourself and others, whereas Saturn's like, but I have a strategic plan. And, sometimes, there you go, this makes sense. I had a statement come through when I was doing this the other day. Now it makes sense. When the generals know their daughters are in danger, they will act differently. So I feel like that's sort of like this thing, we've got this feminine, caring, you have to let this go because it's going to be better for you, with this strategic, warlike, like where's the adjustment? And if the generals know their daughters are in danger, will they plan differently for that type of event? I suppose you do that in your own lives with your children, don't you? You plan differently, or anything that you love and nurture, you're like, okay, I will make amends for this. So good morning, Christy. She's reconnecting with Mum next Tuesday. I love that, DG. I love that. I connected with Pete yesterday, just to sort of reach out and go, yeah, I'm still thinking about yous. I haven't spoken to my mum, but, the fact that I'm sort of doing that, and we're in the same boat, DG, so, And hello, Mandy, I hope you are healing well. So yeah, that's pretty much me, guys. I know it's still 13 minutes, but yeah, no cards, but like I said, I did watch Kathy this morning, and she had rebirth. So I do love that, because all the things that we're heading to right now are just, cognitive maturity, assessment, honesty, authenticity, saying what you mean, meaning what you say, think twice before you speak. And, that moon trine Venus all day is definitely beneficial for us. So yeah, watch that 11 o'clock mark where we might be sort of feeling a little bit resistance, but again, overall, it's beneficial that you pay attention to what you're resisting, because there's something in your body that's not quite okay with that. So there's something to work on. 2 p.m, like there's the ease to let go and the opportunity to, to reroute that path. And then after 4 o'clock, the opposition to Jupiter might just sort of open your eyes to some things that you may have forgotten, or, might be able to see differently. So that's me, guys. Today I'm making a cake I've never made before, a lumberjack cake. So fun and games to see how that one turns out. So one more click and I will let you go. Tomorrow I am at home and oh my God, black eyes, broken nose, loose teeth. Oh my God, you just be careful, all right? The universe is healing for you. So, mwah, guys, I love you all and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.